everybody. All right, well, I really enjoyed making that smoothie video a couple weeks ago. So I'm gonna make one of my favorite recipes. It is called Korean beef. I also got it from, I shouldn't say also, it's not from Race Brothers, but it's from Fit Men Cook, one of my favorite apps. And once you kind of get the recipe down, it's awesome because then you just get to kind of play with it and do a bunch of fun stuff with it. So today I'm just gonna kind of do a little twist on how I kind of make that one with a little bit of stir fry. And we'll just kind of have some fun. So I already made my sauce and I have the meat cooking. The sauce is super, super easy. I'll just kind of show you here. And you know, it's super high tech camera, right? So I'm just gonna add the sauce to the beef. And honestly, I probably could have used even less. I'll show you kind of what we look like over here. Right, so then we're just gonna kind of stir it in. Get it all marinated. It's just ground beef. I usually add it later. Lots of obstacles over here. Just so it kind of soaks, and then you just kind of like like sear the beef and then let it kind of finish cooking in the sauce. So all the sauces: soy sauce, sriracha to taste if you like spicy, a little bit of sesame oil, ginger, brown sugar, and garlic, obviously, lots of garlic. So basically what that's just chilling. Make sure I turn it down here. Make sure it's all nice and even. Okay, so while that's cooking, I'm just gonna chop up the stuff for the stir fry. Of course, I just touched myself, so wash my hands. All right, so let's see if you can get these beautiful veggies. Okay, so I always try and think of like the colors of the vegetables. So if there's already something green in there, I won't like get a green bell pepper, try and mix it up, make it like nice and bright and beautiful. So typically this one, you're gonna be making like a bowl, right? So you can do a ton of stuff with this. Sometimes I even add like a slaw. My friends will tell you that the slaw is magic. You can make taco, like Mexican version or Asian version. Maybe that'll be my next video. This one has like snow peas that you just like saute in some red chili sauce. So I'm gonna kind of mix that up this time and do a stir fry that we're gonna put with it. So it'll include these green snow peas, bean peas. And so I didn't go with any green bell peppers, so I got this red, look at this giant red bell pepper, amazing, and a yellow one. And then we're gonna do red onion and some jalapenos because we like it spicy. And then you get green onion for some seasoning or like a garnish at the top. Words are hard today, you guys. And then I'm gonna actually cut up some of the white ends and put them in with the beef right now, just so we kind of utilize more of the veggies. So I'm gonna chop all this up and we'll be right back. Okay, I started peeling the onion, and of course I'm just crying my face off here. And I've tried all the tricks and none of them seem to work. So I don't know if you guys have any tips, but if you have ones that are surefire, would love to know them because I end up like this every time. But I just realized that you probably want to know how I'm cutting the vegetables and that I shouldn't just like skip over that part. So because I'm doing like a stir fry style, I'm gonna try and make everything kind of the same size as these peas since I'm not gonna cut the peas. So I just cut the onion in half and I'm just gonna do big, long chunks. I don't even know if I can zoom in here. We'll just go with this. This is not a high-tech show, you guys, or video, not even a show. All right, so we're gonna get these long and cut up. I also forgot to mention that it includes rice. So I have a rice cooker. I just put in some white jasmine rice. I used brown rice before. I used regular white rice. Any kind of rice works awesome with this. One of my favorite parts about this dish, or doing any kind of like bowl version, is that it's super fun when you have people over, because then you can kind of make your own thing. Everybody gets to like put together their own flavors. You can have tons of like varieties if people have different like nutrition restrictions or whatever. Still crying, you guys. Whew. All right, and then I'm going to show you how I do a pepper. My husband was watching me cut one once and was like, oh my gosh, that's how you do bell peppers? So I guess I'll show you. So I just take off the top right? You can actually use this, especially if you don't need anything to be like super pretty. Just take out the middle here. Of course, you gotta take out the sticker. And then if the middle's easy to take out, you can just take it out and then cut it up this way, and I usually do it like into fours. If the middle, like obviously this one's super tall, so let's try this one. Yeah, see, like that one's gonna be a little bit harder. So then I literally just cut like this on the big pieces, and like you're trying to cut around the middle, so it works out pretty well. Okay, I think that's about all I need. I'm gonna dry my eyes now. All right, we are getting there. I am at all my veggies here. Look how beautiful it is. So many good colors. I always put it in a big bowl so I can kind of mix them up better. And then that way your cutting board is clean too. So this is one of my favorite tricks for jalapenos. So cut it in half, cut the stem off, cut it in half, and then you just take a spoon and just scoop all the seeds out. We like spice, but I'm not that crazy. Voila. So then you just kind of do that for both of them. I'm gonna cut it again. I like jalapenos to be pretty small, like when I'm cooking, when I'm using them at all. That way, if you happen to get a really spicy one, you don't die when you bite into it. So, I mean, this is like basically it. You just cook the rice, you cook the meat, stir fry these veggies. You could stir fry the veggies in another like thing of sauce. Since I'm using the jalapenos and my sauce is spicy, I'm not gonna do that. I might put a little soy sauce in there and like maybe a little garlic, but I'm not gonna use any of the like spices or the ginger even, because I think that would make it too much. You want that meat to like stand out on its own too. So yeah, then I just cut them into like strips like this and then go along and ooh, nice and small. Bam, put them in. So I guess there is another green thing in here, but I wasn't about to do habaneros for this bad boy. These are still pretty big. Risking it, going for it. These are very jalapenos. Hopefully cooking them down gets them a little bit more, not so crazy. All right, and I'm actually gonna cook these first before I put the snow peas in. I'm gonna do those last. Because they're not going to take very long, unlike the peppers I want to really soak up. So look how good that looks. Oh, it looks like just like at a restaurant where it gets all glossy and delicious. All right, I'm going to stir fry these bad boys. Got some extra footage there because I left my camera on. So literally all I did was add some of the soy sauce and some garlic, a little bit of ginger, and then I had a tiny bit extra sauce, so I just poured that on top. I know I said I wasn't going to use the sauce, but it was just a tiny bit, so can't hurt anything, right? And now look at that. Oh, it smells so good. I'm literally just going to kind of cook these so they soften up. As I stir them too, I might see some of these chunks are like too big. So, you can try and get them a little bit smaller with the spatula. Once they're a little bit soft, you can kind of break them up a little bit better. Oh, doesn't that look good? So fresh. Those jalapenos are gonna kick some butt, I think, for sure. So, after all this is done, so the meat's done, veggies are softening, I'm just gonna add the snow peas on top when those are like almost done. And then as soon as the rice is done, you just get to put it together. So I'm actually making this for some meal prep right now. So I'm just gonna put them together in some different containers. I'll make them all beautiful, nice and portioned, and I'll show you the picture when we're done.